This review has been approved by Lord Carnage.
Banished from Earth Classic Game Room broadcasts from the Intergalactic Space Arcade on its never-ending mission to review everything.
Welcome to Classic Game Room for the review of Zoom on Sega Genesis, a fun arcade-style puzzle game. Let's take a look. Zoom! I was holding the wrong game. Zoom! Does an exclamation point make the game better? Let's find out. This is Zoom! Exclamation point for the Sega Genesis with a 1989 copyright. A game that doesn't look very exciting, but looks are deceiving. Zoom is excellent, and you're going to leave this review wanting a copy. It's like an arcade-style puzzle game. That kind of reminds me of a cross between Q Bert and Pac-Man, where you control this little skating monster who skates around levels, surrounding blocks, making them blink. You have to fill in everything to move on to the next level. Sounds easy. It isn't. I love the way the levels fly in. It reminds me of Tron. It took me a little while to get into Zoom, to figure out the gameplay mechanics. Once I got the basics, I found myself really into this game. I like it, but the character could have used some work. I don't know, what is that thing? It's like somebody tried to mix Q Bert with Casey Munchkin and failed. It's like a chicken nugget with a tail. It's horrible. But the game is good, so we'll just forgive that. Although I do find his use of the phrase, "Come on, boy," seriously irritating. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. What? They couldn't come up with any better catchphrase than that. Prepare to hit the mute button when you really clear out the middle of the playing field.
Boy, come on, boy, come on, boy. Come on, boy, come on, boy.
Wow, way to make a good game unlikable. I think that thing goes off every time you go down the middle and clear out 2 blocks at once.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
And if you can stack a bunch of those together, you get some bonus points. But there's not many levels when you can do that without getting killed, because the enemies are always right where you need to be at the end of each level. You have the annoying scrubbers and the death green hand. Your only weapon is that you can throw something behind you. And that only really keeps them away from you briefly. There's lots of items that appear, bananas, candy, a star, but the sun is the one you really want. That's invincibility. As you progress through Zoom, the corners get really tricky to clear out before you get killed. Alright, I got the magic feather. Stylistically, Zoom is lacking. It's not one of the more exciting games on the Sega Genesis. The graphics aren't really all that spectacular. But I think the main problem is the character, and the music doesn't help either. It's pretty generic, but I like the grid-based arcade-style puzzle gameplay. If you can look beyond Zoom's stylistic flaws, I think the game is quite fun, and it's so cheap. If you think it looks interesting, just get a copy for your Genesis or your Mega Drive.
Come on, boy.
Navigating the grid is tricky. It takes some practice. This game does have a bit in common with Tron, doesn't it?
Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
Could have used Tron's music, though, that's for sure. When the enemies eventually get you, you can continue playing whatever stage you're on. Each stage has 6 levels. Not a bad game at all. I've enjoyed it. And I have a Classic Game Room shout-out and thank you to send to my man Ben from Buffalo, New York. Thank you once again, Ben.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
Oh look, it's a wintry level. If this game had good music, like imagine if Zoom had the music from Musha and featured Sonic the Hedgehog. Everybody would be playing Zoom. You guys playing Call of Duty this weekend? No, I'm playing Zoom! Exclamation point.
Boy.
Don't let the punctuation deceive you though. It's not on the Magnavox Odyssey 2. Every game on the Odyssey 2 has an exclamation point. Like golf! Zoom!
Boy. Come on, boy.
It's better than it looks, trust me, on the Sega Genesis and your Sega Mega Drive. That's just so much fun to say.
Boy,